Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is August 6th, and I wanted to walk through an NQ trade with you here today. Also want to spend a couple of minutes with you talking about the market maker levels and how they performed in today's market. We did a presentation with one of our partners yesterday about these market maker levels, so we have a lot of folks that are interested in hearing a little bit about those, so we'll go through that as well. In addition to that, you could take a look at the P&L up there. You'll notice that it was another winning trading day here. It's 5 consecutive days. Every single day this week, we've been able to get winning days. So it's been a very good week here. All right, so let's get into it here today. First of all, we're going to start with this NQ trade. And what you see right here marked is what we call our sweet spot. Once you become a member, we teach you how to manually draw these sweet spots. But they are extremely effective, these sweet spots. And it was no difference here today. In fact, if you look here, that was 44 quarter, 15,144 quarter on the NQ, and that's where you're going to see me get into this trade. We had a stop up here at 59 quarter, about 15 points on the stop. And we were looking to target this RTH signal. Really, we would have been probably trying to get deeper down here to this RTH target. And I think I actually moved the target down to that level. But unfortunately, this little choppy area here popped us out. And so again, it had been a little bit choppy, and so I didn't want to give too much back, and we ended up with a 24 point times 2 lot NQ trade. Now that was a $960 trade. We did end up getting into another trade. I did take the lot size down from 2 lots to 1 lot because, again, it is Friday. I didn't want to give anything back, and so didn't want to take the trade. We did. We ended up getting a few extra ticks this morning on a 1 lot, which is why you see that the P&L is 1020 versus 960. So again, sweet spot idea. We couldn't make it to a level above here. We couldn't make it into settlement, which is one of the things that we were also looking as a possibility as well. And because we could not make it up into that area, and we did hit the sweet spot, we initiated the trade, and that is the trade of the day that you're going to be able to watch here today. And so again, as we come down into the volume weighted average price and into that structure midpoint, we got to within the zone of influence of the RTH signal. Again, we talk about these market maker levels being more about zones of influence than it is to the tick precision. And when we did come down into this RTH signal, it did pop back up and take us out at 20 points. Eventually, we did come all the way down into the RTH target. So again, another really good example today of how the market performs and adheres to these levels, right? And this was going to be the ultimate target, but again, it got chopped up a little bit here on the trail stop, which you'll see on the video. All right, taking a look here at the ES today. Again, non-farm payroll report day. Market opens up here, pops down into the 20 period, rallies all the way up into that zone of influence around the RTH target, comes back and tests, then comes back and tests the mid here. And you'll notice that that mid-level has held the entirety of the session. We've come down into it several times, could not close below it. And each time we do, we go back and revisit the level above. And that's one of the rules that we look at, is if the market can't make it to the level below, then it is going to make it to the level above. And in this instance, I would be anticipating, if we can't get back down into the mid, that we'll end up here at the RTH target and maybe all the way up at the RTH target 1. So the level's giving you very good opportunities here today, providing you with excellent structure in the market. Taking a look here at the CL, market opens up right into the RTH signal, does not close above, double tops the high. That's your clue that some of these levels below are going to be struck. And not only were they struck, we rotated here around the RTH mid. We did blow through initially, right? Sorry, the initial thrust into that zone, rallied back up. Then we blew through that level down to the zone of influence. Again, couldn't make it to the level below. So your expectation is that you make it to the level above, which you did. Found resistance at the VWAP, could not make it to the level above here. So your expectation is that it's going to come to here. Once you break here, then it's down into the levels here. And again, could not make it to this area down below. So what does it do? It rallies back up. So again, these market maker levels are very good, they're very accurate, and they really do provide you with excellent reward to risk ratio. So if you've been following the videos here on the channel for some time, and if you've been paying particular attention this week, you know that we've had some very good reward to risk ratio ideas once we get into the market. And again, this will be a trade that you see here in just a moment of another very good example of what we talk about when we start talking about trading around these levels and the setup, which is the sweet spot and all of these different things. So as always, I'm going to let you see where it is that we get into the market. You're going to see the entry. You're going to see the order trigger on screen. Then you're going to hear me manage the trade. What I do is I take that trade and chop it up into pieces, put some music behind it, speed it up, and let you see where it is that we get out, and then you'll be able to follow along with the P&L as it is on the screen. So as always, I want to say thank you for watching the videos here today, and without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. And I am now in at 44 quarter short. The stop is 59 quarter. The target is the RTH signal underneath, and we're going to give this a shot here, see if we can get down through it.